Lions winning 61-19 at Emirates Airline Park. Lions have won all three. It's actually the first ever game they played in the URC back in September 2021. 36-28, we took the spoils. They've got some defending to do.
Same more.
As they're retreating at the moment.
He's through the middle.
Fusco keeps testing out this back three.
Yeah, that's the third high ball from Fusco.
Where you are.
Just too far every time. Want to make it a little bit more contestable. The underfoot conditions is muddy and wet, so the players are going to be a little bit slower.
Horn
And retreat,
keeps
keep
on
retreating.
second gathering.
Two retreat.
Finds a really good kick. And a trickle out of play, but just about kept in. A charge down. Lions up very quickly. Zebre Palmer look a bit perplexed. Then the strip comes low. What can he get going for his team? Into the 22. Goes Marius Lowe. Just when they had numbers, lapse of concentration, but yet the conditions playing their part. Nuhamba thought he was away.
Time off when we're going to play now.
Lovely work there by Horn, following up on his kick. Almost thought that's going to be a marvellous 50-22. Ball got kept in, but with that time wasted.
Just inside.
And any kick is only as good as your chase.
Time off.
And he certainly put the pressure on Palmer. Unfortunate there. Conraad Van Vuuren. There's Marius Lowe there with a slight knock as it goes down on the floor.
Yes, we're just inside, okay? You okay?
John Horn, product of the Power Boys high. Thanks to Gertrude Steenkamp and Conor Krieger went there.
No. Trust the process, okay? If there's anything clear, the TMO will come
for
in.
the Springboks. 20th July, he actually scored a try as well.
Just wait for 6. Okay, water off
4
that.
clean line breaks this year and 226 metres made, 37 carries. She loves to get involved, does the fullback.
Time on. There's your mark. Yeah, last run really good, okay? More of the same now. Same again. There's your mark. Okay, boys, just stand up a minute. We'll come this way. There we go.
Not a pretty tight. It's Glasgow 8 days ago in the front row.
Same again.
They've mixed it up, plenty of changes in that pack.
Shoulder out for me.
The Italians are known for their scrum know-how, but they're certainly met their match this afternoon. This Lions pack, even without Clavacagna.
Out the tunnel, same scrum.
Fusco will have a second bite at the cherry.
Just come straight out the tunnel for me. Same scrum.
Yeah, and with this muddy, wet underfoot conditions, it is going to be a lot more direct, and you need that weighty players.
9. Sorry.
Juan Schoeman, 120 kilograms, Jaco Visagie, 107, Van Vuuren, 110. And the big fellas behind, Ruben Schoeman, 120,
If there's anything
Leonard
clear, the
Krumov,
TMO will alert me, and then we will go and look at it.
almost close there to 120 kilograms.
I don't know, but if the TMO, if there's anything
Big
clear,
weight
the TMO will
advantage coming through
Same scrum.
direct runners.
Time on.
Change at scrum half. Gonzalo Garcia, the 25-year-old Argentinian international.
Time on.
Fresh off a rugby championship is on earlier than expected. Alessandro Fusco looks to be going for an HIA. Both similar types of players.
Up we come, boys.
Whippersnappers at the base.
Okay, so it's attacking scrum.
Today it'll be about the game management.
You take the gap, okay? Let's go. Quick reset. Okay, stay. Move forward. Crouch. Bind. Set.
1-0 to Zebre Parma at scrum time. True blast of the whistle from Ben Connors. They win the penalty. The pats in the back for the likes of the captain Fischetti.
They'll be very happy with that. Danilo Fischetti, captain of Parma. Conraad Van Vuuren deemed to go down on his knee.
Over 30 caps for Italy. Fischetti.
Just leave the knee for me.
Coming back 4 years ago in the Six Nations against Wales. The focal part of the pack in yellow today. His team just up to the halfway line.
Let's go.
His front row teammate Di Bartolomeo trying to get his bit right. He does just that. Canali.
Stay, 9.
Montemauri again takes the option of the air. Bread and butter for Juan Horn. Ruben Schoeman. On a tight 5, looking for precious meters. Van de Berg. Says to Zebre Parma, have a bit of your own medicine. Van der Merwe leaped pretty high there, but on the second bite there was a knock on.
See, and that's the difference between the kicking, contestable kicking at the moment.
There we go, boys.
The Lions there with Edward van der Merwe able to go up and put pressure on the receiver.
There we go.
Unfortunately, Iacopo Bianchi spinning the ball as he was trying to field that.
The spine's longer and higher, okay?
Van der Merwe coming from Calmore in Stellenbosch. One cup for the Springboks, that was in the summer. It's Wales at Twickenham. Plenty of line breaks this year. In the URC for the Lions, 5 in the opening couple of games.
And use.
Garcia told to get his skates on. Split ball from Morisi. Right they back. Prisciantelli needs to use the toe. That's top 4 inches stuff, Canis. That's really smart.
Very smart play.
Inside.
Get the ball out wide from a good stable scrum. That little setup play, ball behind. That's good awareness. And the ball on the floor. It's all about the territory and now putting pressure on the
Strong was inside and he kicked inside.
Lions line out. They have to get out of their own territory now.
Danilo, please. We can't. I know.
Prisciantelli, 16 appearances in the URC last year.
Okay.
And 4 tries. The likes of him and Trulla and Jesse.
Okay.
So dangerous when they get a bit of space.
Thanks.
You would expect
space
and gaps to be few and far between. For the next 70 minutes, if the conditions level both teams out.
Yeah, and these conditions are a big leveler.
No.
Mighty waterlogged. Lovely ball behind there.
100%.
The ball wide. Prisciantelli. That's a great touch finder.
No, agree.
Ruben Van Vuuren, head coach since 2019.
On your mark.
Part of the furniture though, since 2009. Strength and conditioning was his background and worked his way up. Sees his team win a line out through their number 8 and captain, Frankie Horn. Initially repelled, but then they come back with some menace, the Lions.
And use it, 9.
Horn wanted it, but Van der Berg got caught napping, and Zebre Parma through their second row. Zambonin didn't need a second invitation to try and counter.
Good counter.
Nuamba stepping in at scrum half. Position he's played quite a lot over recent years. See him scanning, always looking for space, so dangerous. Hadn't been so wet he would have gone himself. Never takes a backward step, does no amba.
A wonderful talent to have on the pitch for the Lions.
There we go.
So adept at 9 and 10. Really brought a change of dynamics last season for the Lions when he moved to 10 with Jordan Hendricks and Gianni Lombard under pressure. Very versatile. Great to have on the pitch, but you can just see there with the wet ball, everything takes a little bit longer. You've got to be a little bit more secure to make sure you catch the ball in your hands, and that allows a strong hard press defense to really get you way behind the gain line. We saw there Morne van der Berg being caught.
In a set.
And then the following Lions player also being hit 2 meters behind the gain line.
Visagie wins his line out. Van der Berg thought about picking it up, but off the feet. A couple of early errors from the Lions. Zebre Parma can't put this deep towards the Lions try line here. You would have thought with the kick. See if their maul can make it happen.
And that is just a little bit of wet play management that they're not used to. Take that ball, set up that driving maul, go as far as you can. They still want to try that high intensity. Now twice, we saw Morne van der Berg being caught there. JC Pretorius losing his footing, and then the ball spills around on the wet conditions. And that's just where they've got to consolidate, get the driving maul, hope to get a penalty, suck in those Zebre Parma defenders, but here an opportunity after 14 minutes for Zebre to get some points on the board.
Yeah, gone against the kick to the corner. Looking for the first points of the match, or Zebre Parma. Good thud and a good whack. And a good start for the team in yellow. And their number 10, Giovanni Montemauri. Fine goal kicker, and he's just showing us that. 16th appearance today. Now has 71 points for Zebre. More importantly today, it's 3 for him and 3 for his team.
Stop at the line.
Yeah, good result there for the Lions. Kieran Horn getting the ball into the 22 from the restart.
Time off a minute.
The pressure coming on.
Yeah.
That clearance not ideal for Zebre Parma. You ideally want to get the ball past the 10-meter line. With that pressure, an opportunity now for the Lions to attack.
There is the Italian coach, Gonzalo Garcia. Picked his team for the autumn wear squad, 5 or 6 Zebre Parma players in there, looking to put their best foot forward. Out of a couple of tests in a few weeks' time.
No hands down.
The dummy and go from Marius Lowe. Van der Berg has it where he wants it. And the strength. Van der Beek. Such a good injection of power from the outside centre. Schoeman, flick of the wrist.
Release!
Zebre Parma tore to get out of there. Schoeman once more. Horn goes for the skip ball to the 7 specialist, Pretorius. Tries to flip it round the back, and the touchline wins. First real sign of them going wide.
They still have the confidence to back themselves. Although now, with those slippery conditions,
Boys,
going to be slid out.
Okay? Yeah.
They're going to have to look at a bit of a change of tactics there. We saw a little bit of success there from the driving maul going forward. They're going to have to use those big runners, a bit more direct approach to really get over the gain line before they can start swinging the ball out wide.
JC Pretorius winning a Commonwealth Games gold medal in Birmingham a couple of years ago. The Sevens team for South Africa, and then into the Olympics in Tokyo. Over last year playing 15s and loving it.
Away now, Zebra.
Into the 22, Van der Berg. Again, slow ball, but that is very much expected. Bit of a juggle on the loose forwards, but it's still there, stepping inside. Goes low. The thought is built up. Juan Schoeman charges forward. And Ruben. Schoeman, his old pal, Noamba. Speed of transfer is quick. Zebre Parma trying to lynch it at the breakdown. Van der Berg has the radar up and scan. Here he is trying to probe defences. Reinhard off an angle. All a bit wet and a wee bit scrappy, but keeping the ball for the first couple of phases anyway.
Yeah, no, good retention initially. There, the big hit comes in. Jared Kearns then drilling at the ball as he goes to the floor, but that, that is so difficult to control in these conditions.
There we go.
And you have to have that patience when it's wet outside and muddy like this.
Yes.
Jared Kearns flying at the moment. 2 tries last week at Rodney Parade against Gwent, and then man of the match in the semi-final of the Currie Cup a month ago against the Cheetahs.
Crouch! Bind! Too much weight. Yeah, outside.
Just a wee bit overzealous and eager at the scrum, giving away a free kick. Montemauri goes downside. Namerva on his travels, trying to sidestep you in a phone booth. Van der Berg looks one way but delivers it to Visagie. Wamba. Just for the old school Gary Owen. Bertaccini, his second time playing in the yellow of Zebre Parma. His first was in week 1 against Cardiff, and he scored a try on debut. Not close defeat, 22-17. Ruggeri getting in nice and tight and then breaking free. One out rugby. Fischetti. Montemauri.
And release!
Inside centre, played a bit at London Irish. Conraad Van Vuuren told to get back. Wasn't him that gave away the penalty. Chris Gintelli goes route 1 and the hands are good from Zebre Parma. Fusco over the top, into the path of Trulla. He slides across the turf and come back for the initial high shot and another penalty to Zebre Parma.
It starts there, but then it steps up around the neck. And number 4, I think it was.
And a slight change of attack for Zebre Parma. You could see them really targeting right around that point of breakdown, point of tackle a couple of times. Working their way through, okay. Ball back inside. Ruggeri with a good initial run, getting the yards before it went out wide, but in that passage of play, a high tackle again. Penalty, another penalty conceded by the Lions.
Finished bottom of the log the last couple of years in the URC. This year they've already had that 1 win, spectacular day against Munster, searching for a second. Giovanni Montemauri successful with his first shot at the poles. Plenty of draw, you can hear by the decibels and the fans in the crowd. It's another success. Keeps the scoreline adding up. 6-0 to Zebre Parma.
Yeah, a good decision. I just feel that points are going to be hard to come by today. And that is smart captaincy, smart play by Zebre Palma. Take your points on offer. Montemauri now, 2 out of 2.
Kuyan Hort restarts the game. Nwamba, lovely rip off the left hand. Back to his teammate and fullback Horn. Puts the kick and a lovely shot on Prisciantelli. He bounces back up. With Jack in the box up to his feet. JC Pretorius shooting out of the line.
And use it,
good back row forward. Clinging on to the attacker. Nwamba claims it with relative ease. Van der Berg. Nothing Igo. He's worked tirelessly. Visagie spots an opportunity for the backs to dance. Slow gets stuck. Does ever so well. Nothing Igo goes again. Visagie in close quarters. Off their feet. Lions penalised. Visagie doing initially his part, and then slippery ground didn't help.
12.
Marius Slow there.
I don't understand you want to break quick.
Marius Slow not staying on his feet. Diving off his feet to try and
push him. Okay, it's a reversal penalty against yourself.
Very fortunate for the Lions here. A little bit of ill discipline by Zebre. Marius Slow there sealing the ball off, getting away.
Ball, please.
Yeah, looked to be a bit of talk back to the referee and taking no nonsense. It's a youngster.
Here's your mark, okay?
Yeah, Fusco, there's no need to come in there. The penalty was already won. You are not going to play a quick ball there. Just let it be. Now the Lions have got an opportunity through Sanel Nahamba.
You have to trust me to deal with it,
just inside the 22.
There's rugby at Durban High School. Nwamba. And then he just kicked on. Had a great day beating Glenwood back in 2017 in Schoolboys Union. Historic one for him, and then the last couple of years loving his time in the red of the Lions. Here's his pack, Visagie on point.
Off the leg.
Gets it back into his right paw. Although Van der Merwe, when will he points? It'll be up to Van der Berg to dictate. Doesn't want to get caught in there. Visagie, he's tough as teak, needs a bit of help. Van der Merwe backs it dummy half and low. Where's he going? Might just work for him, you know. Second time of asking. Was covered by the backfield, and the Lions applying plenty of brute force and pressure. Fischetti, the guilty culprit.
And it's just that rude one decision the Lions have got to make. That driving maul, puts the pressure on the Zebre defenders.
"15 tries they've scored in 3 matches. Lions searching for a 16th and their first of round 5 in the BKT URC. Even he played 3 matches. Of course, missed out in the opening weekend of fixtures. South African teams didn't play. Lions locked and loaded. Visagie again. JC Pretorius passes back to the hooker. Now this big Lions pack are starting to work their magic. Low assisting. Zebre Palmer think they've stopped it at source, but they just haven't. Cries of short. Patience needed. Next pick and jam.
And again, hands and feet on the line.
The top from the base. Van Vuuren
And away 5!
has a nibble. Zebre Palmer fighting tooth and nail, low over the top. Van der Merwe, what can he do? That's what he can do. Absolutely brilliant from Eva Van der Merwe. How did he score that? He won't care if it was weak tackling. The left winger can dance. A big 5-pointer for the visitors.
Big 5-pointer, as you say. Don't think there's going to be a lot of tries scored today. Great finish there by Edward van der Merwe on the left wing. But what Zebre Palmer did really well was force the Lions to go out wide. Put that extra pass on it. And Trulla, Jacopo Trulla, that wasn't a great effort. He did have to cover, but he had a one-on-one. You've got to drive your winger out there. But initially, great driving ball by the Lions that set up that momentum. And a couple of pick and drives. And finally the ball out wide for Edward van der Merwe, who finishes well under very wet conditions.
Noamba absolutely bisects the uprights. There's a reason he got 117 points last year. And the player of the season. He's doing things like that. Hardest kick in the pitch, and he made it look very, very easy.
Very easy. Personally, it was a bit of a surprise submission from the Springbok squad. And that versatility at 9 and 10 and that accuracy of the tee, one of the key aspects of the game.
Not lacking for talent. And the green jersey for the Springboks at 9 or 10, Tinas. So many to pick from.
So many to pick from, Stuart, but unfortunately is that accuracy of the tee that's cost the Springboks a couple of times, put them under pressure. Sanele Nohamba showing that even under wet, muddy conditions, he's accurate from wide.
Tenth appearance.
He will come in.
Zebre Palmer's Tommaso Di Bartolomeo. Started rugby at Treasure Rugby Club. Zambonin leaps to the skies in Parma and tries to gear up and rev up the troops. Fusco fully recovered from that HIA. Jared Cairns stemming the tide. A little bit of help from his colleagues. It's super from the back row and the front 5 as well.
Good defence by the Lions. I thought Zebre Palmer did really well with that initial catching the line out and then the driving maul, but this, because it's been called a maul, that's where Jared Cairns has really had his hands and his arms around the ball, and when he does go to ground, he does not need to release because it's a maul. And the ball couldn't come out. Great defence there by Jared Cairns. After an initial very positive play by Zebre on the driving maul.
One of Paul Rouge's finest.
Crouch!
Gymnasium in Stellenbosch. Willie LaRue and Stephen Kitsoff.
Set!
Keep it there. The players coming out of there is silly. Abundant full of schoolboys that go on and play for different teams in South Africa.
Number 1, Hinge.
This time Fischetti is pointed out by the referee. Lions get their own back at scrum time. Starting to gather a bit of confidence. Nohamba trying for too much purchase and doesn't do the safety of the touchline any good and misses touch. He'll be disappointed.
Oh, what a return. What a kick return there.
Yeah, but we hit and hinge, okay? That's the picture.
Crucial mistake there by Nohamba, not finding touch. But look at this. From within the 15 metres and the 22.
I know, but you do exactly the same as well.
That is a great counter kick.
Visagie getting a few words of wisdom from JC Vittorius. That line out time. Up to the air goes nothing. I got.
Just a knock on.
Part of the challenge is Creel. Hasn't seen too much of the ball. Flips it inside.
Just a knock on advantage.
Frankie Horn.
Use it! Advantage over.
Van den Berg under plenty of heat, but escapes it. Half an egg on there. Van den Berg in the mud. So difficult for a 9 and 10.
And then knocked on the floor from yellow.
Yeah, it's tough conditions to play in, especially if those big forwards are rushing through. See there initially Morne van den Berg looked to offload and then decided against it. And it's just big men over him. Unfortunately for the Lions, they were playing off the advantage from an earlier knock-on.
Boy, stability on the bind to set. Crouch! Bye!
Next up for Zebre Parma, Scarlets next week, and then Ospreys back here a week later. Should I say in November? Towards the end of it, as Horn looks for the tram lines, but had too much juice on it. Kieran Horn, not like him out in the full. The pressure and the concentration goes.
But those wet feet, socks, feels like it's not going to dry out for another week. And overcook and another unforced error by the Lions. Did everything right. Scrum was a little bit under pressure. They got the ball out to that 13 channel for the crossfield kick, but overcooked.
34 minutes gone here, tennis. To be fair to both teams, in these conditions, they've actually still tried to play, and there hasn't been as many mistakes as maybe we first thought.
Yeah, it's been hampered slightly by the conditions. We have seen one or two unforced errors.
Yeah, it's good. Good.
As you said this year, both teams have showed positive intent.
Okay,
Zebre probably a little bit more closer to the ruck, the breakdown a little bit more direct. Lions willing to give the ball a bit of air. Zebre, I feel, has been a lot smarter in terms of their kicking game, managing the wet conditions.
Okay, open up.
But with
time on,
5 minutes or so to go,
just take a step.
Still everything to play for in this first half.
Under new leadership, our Zebre Parma, Massimo Brunello, coming from the under-20s in the summer. Raised in Rovigo. Great steal up line out time from Schoeman. There that wee wins his team and his coach will be absolutely loving. Cairns drives hard.
Use it!
Charging is Vittorius and Van der Merwe. Good double shot. Matteo Canali was on the bench for the Azzurri in the Six Nations from last year, but didn't get capped. And that draw against France, what a game that was. Van der Merwe, the old school dive pass. Nwamba takes it with ease and then decides he'll have a crack at the spiral. And where's Priscantelli going? Looking to scorch through, but the door's firmly shut on him. It's a poor error. The ball goes over the dead ball line, so we'll come back for a scrum to the Emirates Lions.
Yeah, and this came from pressure by the Lions defensive line. Getting loose there from Kieran Horn. But Edward van der Merwe tracked back nicely.
There we go.
got the ball to Nhamba, and eventually that kick that went dead. And a great opportunity here, really, for the Lions. With 4 minutes to go, scrum on the halfway line. Their feed.
Crouch. Bind. Set. Keep it there.
Ball on the plate for Van der Berg, but he's letting his pack dominate.
All round.
There's a slight bit of wheeling, so they won't get their penalty just yet.
Like we talked about, must have go forward on both sides.
Visagie looks as if he means big business.
Same again, same mark.
Of course, all the experience from playing at Gloucester and at Toulouse in the Northern Hemisphere. They've gone back to play for the Lions and bring all of that experience back to the players of the Lions.
Crouch.
He will know exactly how to play in these conditions.
Set.
Cape Town-born Visagie, played plenty of rugby across parts of the world.
Use.
Playing for the Lions, as you say, Tinas. Horn stepping into first receiver, and Van Beek drives hard and low. Wider channels is Cairns. Visagie's there, but it won't be him. It'll be Nothanaga. Left and right they go, trying to ilk a penalty. Horn steps and weaves, still going. Kieran Horn, who's inside him. Van der Berg. What a shot from Fusco on Cairns, because that spelled danger for Zebre Parma. Nwamba tiptoeing down the touchline. He'll not be kicking it. And the Merva in the volley process. Not sure he knew much about it. Priscantelli. It's all starting to opening up. Both sides saying a bit of duet. Jesse hardly seen him involved. That's a good thing for the Lions' perspective. Maybe not for Zebre Parma. Di Bartolomeo slips out of his grasp. Pretorius, he'll certainly not stop moving with the sevens background. Horn pumps it long. Priscantelli sells two dummies. So slick and nonchalant from the fullback. And even Nhamba takes a breather.
This is energy sapping stuff. Hard conditions to run in. Cairns there with the big hit that dislodged the ball. He lost the ball earlier. And you could just see in the background there, Edolf van der Merwe, one of the quickest guys on the pitch, really labouring to get done. Wonderful work there. Priscantelli to get himself out of trouble. Gain another 20 so meters and get the clearance. Good initial break there for Kieran Horn. Inside support. Thought this was an opportunity for the Lions. This was dry conditions. Most likely that would have been a try. Wonderful cover defence there by Fusco to unlodge the ball from Cairns.
Okay, boys, water off. Just open up for me.
Lions coming into this one, I think 5 out of their last 6 in the URC, a couple from the end of last season. A real defeat at the start of June against the Stormers, but this season 35-22 against Ulster.
Time on.
And Joburg, and then Edinburgh, what a performance. First half 48 unanswered points they put on, and then last week the tight win, the nitty gritty against Gwent 23-19. This could be another one of those. Creel to take it in the skyline.
Number 6 on the arm.
Ruggeri penalised with his arm in the air on the opposition player.
Number 6 on the arm.
So coming up to half time, but expecting a fine touch this time, and the Lions have their last say of the first 40 minutes in Parma.
Yeah, that's a lovely kick. I know Humber. Make sure you find touch. Yeah, we can see on the replay. Plays him in the air. You're not allowed to make deliberate contact with the player.
Boys, open up on your front man.
Oh, stay in the air. And that's the penalty, and a let off there for the Lions.
Played for the Sharks before coming to the Lions. Luamba. Visagie. Make sure the ball is as dry as possible.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Here they go to the front. Bit of a trick play from Nathan Igle and JC Pretorius. Zebre Parma were on their guard. Van Vuuren catches it high and then drives low. Cairns right in the middle of the paddock.
Release!
Zebre Parma need to just release it. Van den Berg, good service. Juan Schoeman.
No arms.
Front rows are working ever and keep carrying. Speaking of carrying, that's what Cairns is all about. Van den Berg. Luamba wants the wrap around. It's not going to come. Maybe it will in second asking.
No advantage. No arms tackle.
Now, this is a big call, the no arms tackle. Do they take the 3 or go for the jugular?
No, you take the 3. You take the 3 in conditions like that.
Shot.
So earlier with that earlier line out, they tried trick play. Not quite the conditions to play trick plays.
I'll get the number for you now, okay?
Especially before halftime. Secure the ball, driving more. Yeah. It is wet, it's muddy. Hoping through the pressure that you put on, the opposition will bring the driving maul down. But they do get the opportunity.
Number 4.
Due to a no arms tackle for
Number 4,
Sanele
no
Nohamba
arms.
to potentially put another 3 points just before halftime on the Lions scoreboard.
He's already kicked it. Beautiful conversion. What a nice way it would be for his team to go in at half time if this is successful. Just stays outright from Nohamba. So not to be for him. They are still 1 point to the good. What's been hazardous and very tricky first half for both teams in Parma. But at half time, it's the Emirates Lions that are in front just about 7-6.
I think the key message will be use that territory better, or that possession, use it better, get down in the Parma half of the field. I feel the Lions are just trying to play a little bit too much rugby in that dead zone, those spaces around the halfway 10-meter line. They need to have Morne van der Berg, Sanele Nohamba step up there, Kieran Horn, drive the ball to the corners and put the pressure on Parma to get out.
That's all right.
Likewise, I think Parma's been probably playing territory a lot wiser, although they haven't had that amount of possession.
Good to go.
It's difficult conditions to play under, and this is going to be a testing 40 minutes for both teams.
So away we go. Kieran Horn gets us up and running. This second 40 minutes. It could be a knock on straight off the kick-off from Prisciantelli.
That's exactly the type of errors both teams will be very mindful of. It is wet, you see there was no bounce in that ground for the restart to get any height.
Really good this side, keep it the same, okay?
A little bit of an unforced error, the ball rolling, it's wet. Tried to pick it up with the pressure coming on, and a little mistake happened.
Not like Prisciantelli when Azara's born.
But yeah, boys, we're not going to ball. We've not got a ball.
Started out his club Atletico de San Isidro, formerly known as Kazi, in the Argentinian club.
Okay,
after representing Argentina at under 20 level in 2019, over the last couple of years, he has moved to Zebre Parma since 2022, and that's when he made his debut against the Scarlets. He's kicked on from there.
Fine. Set.
As the Lions look to set their stall out right from the off. Second 40 minutes.
We must hit and hold, and we must take the hit. Okay.
Smiles are still there to see, even in the weather. Back row forwards love the rough and tumble. Lions finishing 9th in this competition last season. They'll be wanting bigger and better things this year into that top 8. They certainly have the team to do so.
They've also had the start to do so. Really get that momentum from early on.
There's a hinge and a problem in the pack for Zebre Parma. Schoeman gets the pat in the back.
And there we go. Fischetti again, hinging.
One hinge.
He's been put under pressure. Not the first time today that he's been blown up for hinging. You see the nice straight back by Conraad Van Vuuren. Legs were well positioned under his body. Kept his shape.
Much better from Nohamba. Second kick of the afternoon off the tee. Getting behind that miss just before half time, and the Lions extend their lead to 4 points at 10-6. That's played for the Bulls and the Cheetahs, Van Ruin. It's a scrum half. Shakes the head. Van den Berg giving away an easy exit there. A slip of concentration himself in a scrum will be for Zebre Parma. And there you go. Not mucking around. Matteo Nocera is on in the front row for the Argentinian Juan Pitinari. That's Rubernello. Sees an opportunity to freshen things up in the front row.
Yeah, they've been under pressure. Since that first scrum, they got the advantage. The Lions have swung things around. I always question why you would change your or any front rower at 43 minutes just after half time. They took away that initial penalty.
Well, the referees decided Zebre Parma, it's turned to have a bit of joy at the set piece straight away. Nocera, whether it's his side or the other, but he'll look up and see his team have the ascendancy on a chance to kick to the corner and go for the driving maul. Didn't manage a try against Glasgow 8 days ago.
He's on the line, okay?
Or the week before. So when will their time be? Well taken from Canali. As Di Bartolomeo comes round the corner and joins in. Lions hit her pretty hard, trying to disrupt. Bodies everywhere. Advantage comes. Canali hurdling tackles.
New advantage offside.
Momentum very much with Zebre Parma. Here are the heavies.
Onside.
Referee wants discipline from the Lions as they're on the back foot. Fusco. Morisi takes it into the heavy traffic.
Onside, back foot.
Fischetti goes on that angle. Ball still there for Fusco. Getting trapped, but does ever so well. Nohamba, like a thief in the night, strips it, but come back for the penalty.
Yeah.
Better from Zebre Parma.
Captain, we got one there or one on the 15.
So it's a double dunter, just where they want to pick it. Fischetti deciding where he'll take the penalty from.
This one there.
Yeah, good. Solid play, solid attack there from the driving maul on the line out. Marius Lowe being deemed coming in from the side to try and stop that. They built a lot of good momentum. Lions initially looked to deal with it, but Marius Lowe came in from the side, and then a second penalty for being offside. Too eager to put the pressure on. And they're opting for the spot a little bit closer to the posts.
You got plenty of time.
Giovanni Montemauri trying to do what Nohamba did a few minutes ago himself. Off the tee. Fairly straightforward. Accuracy good. Back to a 1-point game. Very much nip and tuck at the moment in Parma.
And 2 penalties by the side coming off the initial mistake from the restart. Sets it back, fumbling the ball, creating the opportunities for the Packs to exploit.
Next up for the Lions is Leinster. What a task that's going to be. And then another Irish province in the red of Munster. That's why the outcome of today could be vital come the end of the season, even though we're only a couple of matches in. Holding on. What a riposte from the Lions. Great body position at the breakdown.
Great work there by JC Pretorius. Getting over that ball as soon as the tackled player is going down. And then unable to move him away. Allows for the penalty, and this time the Lions opt to go for the line-out. Line-out's been very good so far this game. Starting finding his jumpers, Ruben Schoeman, Leonard Krumov.
On the line, okay.
Visagie keeps the run going at line-out time. Horn drops it to the floor.
One sideways.
More across on forward. Zebre Parma trying to maul it up. It's a big defensive shift from the team in yellow. They were hit by a big yellow bus where the Lions, and they just couldn't control it there, Tinas.
Massive defence by Parma. You can see the reaction there by the forwards. The backs running in, tapping the big boys on the back. Look at that leg drive. They all connected. Very tight.
First half guns are really good.
Not allowing any momentum for the Lions.
Two penalties, okay?
And turning over the ball.
Okay?
Massive defensive effort.
Here we go.
Coming into this round, Lions were first in the clean break stats, 45 throughout the team, 84 defenders beaten, which was 5th. Plenty of the teams in front of them have played one game more. Metres gained over 1,600, lying in 3rd out of the whole 16 teams. Haven't had as much space today, and it's been fairly obvious. They've still chucked plenty of their weapons, and you expect them to do the same for the next half an hour if they are to win this game.
And that was a quality exit there by Alessandro Fusco. Had the solid platform there from the scrum. And Licata feeding him the ball. Lovely strike.
17 caps for Italy to date. Fusco made his debut in November 2021 against Argentina in the Autumn Nations Cup. His grandfather was also an Italian rugby player. Nohamba looks for something different. Van Vuuren trying to put the shot on. Trulla is swarmed up. Ball there for Fusco. Frankie Horn.
Use it!
Nothing Igel. Getting out of the area of the ruck. Can't quite grab it, Horn. A bit of wrestling from the front row forward of Zebre Parma.
Advantage over.
Montemauri going back to basics. Ball just stopping and sticking like glue. Horn. What about running it, and then the last bit of the brain said go and kick it. It wasn't his best effort. Montemauri Horn getting a vital hand in there, but he still has to defend, as do his team. Very slow, upending the big second row. Zambonin, Prisciantelli. Horn returns with interest, and a wee bit more than that. Montemauri wasn't sure what to do, but went wider, giving himself that extra second. Here's Creel. And his opposite winger. Trulla. No need to force the pass.
And up until there, I thought it was very good play by Zebre Palma in terms of their kicking. He had the high ball of Fusco, regain, long ball through. Kieran Horn had to scamper a couple of times to get the ball down. Trulla there for me should have just put it long down the 15-meter channel.
Okay, there we go, boys.
Reapply the pressure instead. Spills the ball in contact, and it's now Lions ball again.
A change at number 2. PJ Bota, the 26-year-old, starting hook over the last couple of seasons. It's now his 71st cap between URC, Challenge Cup and Super Rugby. And at Monument High School.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
His debut in the Currie Cup back in 2019 for the Golden Lions against the Western Province. And his Super Rugby debut against Gwikwas did Bota. So can he add his ballast, his strength for the last half an hour?
Bit of fortune again here for the Lions to regain possession. Van der Berg and Van der Merwe decided to play the short side from that scrum. And stab through came off the Zebre Palma defender.
Bota wins the line out. Schoeman drops it. Nothenagel wants a runner. Johan, I should say, gets it from Van der Merwe. Here's Bota once more. Oh, he's fresh as a daisy. Looks for a gain line. Van der Berg, Muthamba. Dummy lines all over the show. Van der Merwe springs out of there. Gets the spindle fibres working. Nohamba, scoop up ball. Nothenagel into traffic. Cairns needs a bit of help. Zebre Palma out of there pretty quickly. Nohamba says enough of this running. Into the path of Prisciantelli. Horn has covered every blade of grass so far. Jesse, another upright, stunning running style. So rapid, goes from gear 1 to 5 in a matter of seconds.
Use it!
Mohamba on the Merwe wasn't the cleanest. And the kick tennis starts. Who will crack first? A tired Kieran Horn gets it off and up to the halfway line. Zebre Palma just about win the battle there.
Crucially, they regain possession. It's not pretty, but it is effective. And we have to play these conditions out of the correct positions.
Change in the second row, back row. Ruben Schoeman, who's worked as hard as anyone, has done his job. And Ruan Delport, the 22-year-old, previously at the Blue Bulls. And the Lions since 2022, comes on. This is 17th cap for the Emirates Lions. Bartolomeo. Winning it in the second row was Canali. of a mix-up in midfield. The 50 capped international. He's been about the block, he knew just to straighten it up. Morisi.
Use it!
Great contest in the air. Creel actually played for Zebre Parma, so knows a lot of these guys very well. Look pass from low. Wasn't his greatest. Horn recognises that. Probably the driest part of the pitch in the Zebre Parma 22. That was better from Horn. Saw the space and said, we'll launch an attack off the line out.
Yeah, very smart, very smart. I was getting a little bit frustrated with that attempted play there by the Lions. Sanity prevailed there by Kieran Horn. That is the result. Put it down deep. Put the pressure on Zebre then to get out of their territory.
So here's a URC debut for RF Schoeman in the number 18 jersey. A proud moment for him.
There's no foul play, okay? It's been checked. Time on. Time on, Benny.
So Van Vuuren happy to allow his subs to go and try and make an impact. And also at scrum half, you see the graphic of Niku Steen. Played 10 last week. He made his name in the under-20s a few years back. Steen. Such a live wire. Here he is. Bota. Certainly delivering a couple of minutes. He's been on. Can take from low and he spots the space. Was covered by Morisi. Referee happy that has gone backwards. Also a change in the pack from Heiko Pullman. So a full clean front row for the Lions.
Use it!
Some big boys as well, I must say. Fusco to the touchline.
And again, you see the effectiveness with a little grabber kick through there by Marius Lowe. Wetness of the ball just stops any quick pick-up momentum. Fusco then had under pressure, they had to try and clear his lines.
There we go.
And the Lions retain ball 10 metres outside the Zebre 22.
Northern Igal, ever present at that line out. Bota looks to the floor and then back up as he gets into the 22. Little help from Horn. Steen on the side when he wants it. Pullman just helping out and getting in front, legally so. This is brilliant from the Lions. 8 bodies. Steen. I'm sure Lowe expected that. Second movement. Giving away a penalty at a crucial position.
He didn't quite expect that ball. I think he thought the ball's going to go behind him. And just as he is on the floor there is that second movement. Penalty. Goes to floor. There you can see that second movement. Trying to get in a better position to place the ball. And it is that 1 second too long. An opportunity missed here by the Lions.
Did 7 years with the Sharks, senior team in the Currie Cup. Marius Lowe before moving to the Lions. Actually come out of Gray's College in Bloemfontein. The likes of Ruben Pinar, Frans Steen went there. Now the changes come for the opposition. Leonard Krumov the 19 jersey. And Matteo Canali. And Luca Bigi. Tommaso Di Bartolomeo. 33-year-old Luca Bigi. This is 7th season at Zebre Parma. 49 Italian caps. Debut 7 years ago against Scotland. Great man to bring on. His team in this fly half. Win it back off the ricochet. First knock on coming from the red jersey. I'm sure Horn can really believe it. He'll have to accept it.
And again, smart play by Zebre from the line out.
Okay, there we go.
Not wasting any time or risking any unforced errors from their own 10-meter line. Get the ball up in the air, contest, put pressure, and regain it that way.
As long as we've got heads in the slots.
Lions still a point to the good in the last quarter.
Crouch! Bind!
Anything can still happen here in Parma.
Set!
Who'll grab, make their next point to prove, and grab the next points. Morisi cuts the angle. Second bite from Licata. Pirouettes. 8 on 8. Horn meets his match. Prisciantelli gets it away from contact. Good take from Ruggeri.
And away!
Montemauri going against the grain. Muhamba slides down and touches it in goal. So it'll be a goal line restart. Never looks too stressed, does Danilo Muhamba.
All the time in the world.
1-9.
Certainly gained a lot of experience. His time at the Sharks and now at the Lions. And again, smart play there by Montemauri. Would have hoped the ball stay in the field of play, but ultimately it's now a restart from the goal line. We saw with the restarts, there's not a lot of bounce in the pitch. This is going to be a difficult drop goal to get out.
Renzo Duplessis on 22-year-old back row for the Lions. Also Leonard Krumov for Zebre Parma, and a second introduction from the replacement scrum half. Morisi torturing down the wider channels, and the drop from Simone Gesi, or it could have been oh so different. They haven't had a sniff, but they are dangerous, Zebre Parma, and none other than that Gesi.
Very unfortunate. Lovely attacking play.
It's a scrum.
That offload goes behind. Look outside, son. Too late. Offload under pressure. And that man, PJ Buerta, with the cross tackle, but very dangerous there, Zebre Parma. When they switch on at the right areas of the field, they look very dangerous. Unfortunately there, Morisi not spotting Gesi on the outside early enough. Otherwise, that would have been a 5-pointer for Zebre Parma.
So Garcia back on. 2 new scrum halves. Matthew Stain feeds it then. He gets in and gets it away. Good clearance. Jesse, I think just about stays in play. Creel initially goes high, but then Lee gathers his thoughts and makes the tackle spot on. Bigi skipping a jump from him. Sticking with this tactic. Jesse chases. As this Creel, the battle continues. There's Garcia. Slips over the tackle, but feels there was a hand there, but referee says enough of that business. It will be a scrum to the Lions.
Time off, changes.
Regain their kick again. There again, PJ Puerta. Another big hit on the ball. Dislodges the ball in the process of going down.
Time on.
As a former winger there, you would have loved that. Simone Gesi playing in the rules and doing a fine job keeping it in play.
Fine job keeping the ball in. And it's all about regaining possession, keeping the ball alive even in these difficult conditions to play in.
Henko van Beek, seen trudging off. It's not as much ball as he would have wanted. Looked sharp enough, he did. Also defensively was very sound. Cronje on in the centre. Great man to bring on. Very Cronje. Very familiar with this parts of the world. Played for Zebre between 2021 and 2023. 30 appearances, 7 tries.
Stability on the set, boys.
Moving to the Lions in the middle of 2023 year.
Crouch.
Has made 5 clean breaks himself in replacement, so he's a bit of a handful. 4 defenders.
Set. Step left. First movement is step left.
Pats in the back.
We go forward.
Slaps to the air for the Lions. Placement. Front row. Getting full credit there and winning the penalty.
Kieran Horn this time not kicking it out. Bit of space here for Zebre to counter-attack.
17, stop!
Jesse goes to the toe. Mahamba and Steen just getting in each other's roads. The crowd want a penalty, but Niku Steen protects the pill.
Outside,
here he is back to the day job.
Take him back, 9.
Product of Glenwood High School in Durban. Big shots from the right winger Creel. Number 10, Montemauri shifts it to the fullback and that second receiver, Prisciantelli. How about that? Look at a 50-22 as well. Penis will confirm that shortly. One of the best kicks of the match in open field.
And again, Zebre Palma so much smarter on the kicking game. Great take there. Perfect timing by Richard Creel. That spot. Prisciantelli, open side. The winger was up, flat for the defence. Acres of space and a wonderfully taken 50-22.
Only managed 1 win and a draw last year. Zebre Parma.
9 back.
Krumov wins the line out as they search for a second win in 5 games. Garcia realising his team are stopped at source. Then he goes short side. Great hit from Van der Merwe going low, but Garcia picks and tucks. Lions on the back foot giving away penalties. Nocera telling everyone in a yellow shirt to follow him. Ardeni makes a bit of headway. The dummy in the pick and jam. Garcia's there. Morisi wanted a runner on the outside, so stuck it to the toe, and Massimo Borello isn't happy with that option. Fair to keep it in hand.
Yeah, they had the advantage though. So he had a bit of freedom to play. He would have wanted to keep the ball in hand a little bit longer, but the way Parma's line out is going and how they're driving maul is effective.
Who's the captain, boys? You? Okay, shot.
And that is a big call. Interesting, Montemauri. It's not an easy kick. It's a little bit wider.
No, it has to be 10 meters from the mark.
But he's been very accurate off the tee.
We have to go forward on both sides. We can't
They're
go
in a little bit of a muddy patch.
Okay. We can't have either.
Sure, but it's dangerous.
The TM will check.
Okay.
Your feet were on the floor.
Because I feel it dangerous.
As you say, he's kicked very well. This his biggest kick of the season so far. Giovanni Montemauri to nudge Zebre Parma back ahead. Plenty of hang time. The accuracy lets him down. It was imperative he kicked that for his team. It's just gone wide. Big moments, Tinas.
Big moment for Montemauri. He's been so effective off the tee. They've been able to convert those opportunities into points, and that's a let-off for the Lions.
How long will they get away with it for the Lions? The final 8.5 minutes. Van der Merwe, industrious as ever. Steen didn't expect the boot to come through. Pullman just dropping the ball, knowing exactly what he was at. Here's Bota. It's his tackle on Jesse. Right, Zebre Parma sprung into life, did the replacement number 2. Staying with the acrobatics. Just too much lead in the left boot, and he puts his hand up. He can't believe it as it goes out in the full.
His forward pack also can't believe it. The last thing you want to do as a forward is look up, and your number 9 kicks the ball straight into touch. After all that hard work, the Lions guilty today of putting themselves under a lot of pressure with some wayward kicking.
Stop.
We've seen a couple of missed penalties to touch. Direct ball out. And this opportunity again for Zebre Parma to attack.
Try score in that Currie Cup final was Steen, losing 16-14 to the Sharks. As his teammate Lowe scrags on. And it's the time of the censors once again. Bertini, outside centre for Zebre Parma, who wants to keep it, stripping all over the place. As Kronya has a bit of afters. More importantly for the Lions, they have the ball in the decision.
Of course, Kronya also played here at Zebre, so we'll know a lot of these players.
It was actually him that forced the issue there, getting stuck in at the breakdown, trying to counter.
Trying to counter, getting involved, and then the ground and pound on the floor.
There we go.
This is an exciting player. Maybe not the pitch for him to play on.
Okay, let's find that then.
Maxwane has been so dangerous. Top try scorer for the Lions so far this season with 4 tries. He leads their successful carries. Meters made. But this is a very wet pitch for an exciting, fast outside back.
Yeah, that hat-trick against Edinburgh and a try against Ulster for Robs Maxwane. It's a very different kettle of fish for the last 7 minutes. You never know, you might see him with ball in hand. Nwamba ships it over the horn. Maxwane on the chase. Cronia wraps up and swallows up. So defensively sound. Low comes through the gate. Cronia goes again. Never stops. Garcia pointing and directing the traffic. McSwaney with his first touch, and it's a good one. From Queenstown in South Africa, loves McSwaney. Steen needs a bit of protection. DJ Bota. Julie answers the number 9's call. Touch, so everyone is onside. McSwaney competing with the 50-50. This may get looked up, but I thought his timing was quite good, Tinas, but maybe on a second angle we'll see something different. Montemauri.
Yeah, he's not in a clear position to actually take the ball. His eyes are on the ball. The question is he really in a position to catch the ball? And then it's that arm. Once they're in the air, that makes contact.
He pulls his arm, okay, so it's just a penalty.
Hearing just a penalty, so he was slightly off, as you say, Tinas. Robs McSwaney. I suppose that's what happens when the heart rate's high and you know how important the last 5 minutes are. Mistakes do happen.
It's going to be your penalty. It's a penalty, boys.
It's about keeping calm under those pressure moments. He's just come on the field.
It's your penalty. Yeah,
He wants to make as much as he can in his 6 minutes on the field, try and make that difference, and that's what is expected by all the players coming off the bench. Is get on there and make an impact as soon as you can. For an outside winger in these types of games, that is about chasing, putting the receivers under pressure. You're probably not going to see a lot of ball coming through the hands to your side. You've got to find other ways to get involved in the game. And there we see in the slow-mo, realistically he wasn't in a position to catch the ball and only deemed the penalty.
Concerned looking.
12 and 7, do you say?
His team are under the cosh. Fetuli Paea on for Zebre Parma. On a debut as well, Giacomo Milano, an under-20 specialist for Italy. On for the first time in yellow. So he gets a welcome rendition from the crowd. Wins the line out, slaps it down. Garcia looks to keep the Lions defence honest. Not sure between the assistant referee and the referee what the decision was. Knock on from the line out. A close call, but Zebre Parma will have another chance to go again.
There we go.
Just 19. Giacomo Milano, born in Rome. Started rugby at Union Rugby Catalonia.
Crouch!
Playing Serie B and then for the last couple of years in the under-20s for the Zurich, now in the big time in the URC. See it. That's a bit of weight, all he has. Fischetti. Man and ball judged on a sixpence. Pinning the Lions back. Really well judged from the outside centre.
Very well judged on the left foot. As Cronia is going in for the tackle, he gets that pinpoint accuracy. Once again, smart play, ball behind.
50 metres and then go down by the line now, come on.
And then he gets the ball in there, and ideally exactly where Zebre wants to be, to put the Lions under pressure. They now have to get out of their own territory. And with these conditions, it's an easy penalty. Collapsing, holding on, spilling the ball. You have to be down in the correct areas of the pitch to apply the pressure.
Don't forget, plenty more rugby. URC this afternoon, including the Stormers against Munster. Also Cardiff are involved, as are the Sharks, in the next couple of hours. So it should be good. Make sure to stay tuned. Right now, should be watching Stadio Sergio Lanfranchi, 1-point game, 3 minutes to go. Bota over the top, not to his target. Who has that ball? Illegally done. Too keen were Zebre Parma. Krumov looked very guilty there. Hands on the floor. Wasn't needed, Tinas.
Not needed, just a bit of patience. You've already put the Lions under pressure there from the line out. Let them recycle the ball. They're not going to find a lot of distance from the clearance. This time, they have all the time in the world. They regain possession. And that really was the moment Zebre Parma had to show some patience, apply the pressure. Because all the Lions need to do now is secure this line out, set up a driving ball. You've got 2 minutes to play through it.
Superb from Northern Igle. One hand into two. Old Warrior winning the line out. And Renzo Duplessis trying to stay inside, but an avalanche of yellow bodies pushing him into touch and repelling him. This never did say die attitude, Tinas. Zebre Parma still believe.
They still believe. Very good offence there. Lions did everything right. They should have just worked their way infield rather than coming to the edge of the touchline. Crucially, another minute of play has been taken off the clock. It's a long way for Parma to work their way back. They have the opportunity here, less than a minute to play.
The rain still pours down. It's done for 79 minutes. Bigi doesn't care about the conditions. Rizzoli, another fresh and young prop. And add to this Italian game. Garcia, Paea steps inside. Cleanest jersey out there. Fetuli Paea. Northern Igle going high. Renzo Duplessis, absolute nuisance. Andreani next up for the final 15 seconds. Paea again chopped. Stain grabbing the ankles. Northern Igle once more. Defence has been so sound. This team need to keep this up. Garcia, Montemauri, Zebre Parma looking to go wide. Paea once more, up the jumper stuff. Stain shooting, leading the line. Now where's the flare coming? Trulla, Jesse. All he can do is get lifted up by Cronje into the darker parts of the pitch where all the mud is. Garcia swings once way but keeps it open side. Bertini, Lions just stomping Zebre Parma back at the moment. They need something different. Priscantelli might offer it. Paea off the right foot. Plenty of phases, but no real inroads just yet. Captain Horn hits high. Too much for him and the referee.
Up until that moment, it was perfect defence by the Lions. They're not overcommitting anyone at the tackle or the breakdown. They're back on their feet. They keep their patience, don't get any penalties away through the offside. Zebre was working, only getting backwards and backwards. But then that high tackle by by Franco Horn. And now it's Parma now the opportunity to get one final chance to turn this game around.
Right on the line in the wrist.
This is the Lions team looking to get back to the heights of 3 Super Rugby finals in 3 years. That's a long time ago, but they're starting to build over the last couple of years. They're 3 from 3 in this championship, looking to go for a 4th. And these are the wins they want to grind out. Defence has been tested, will continue to be for the remaining moments in this clash. Concentration from Bigi. First job done. Now the legs come, and the team all want in there, trying to work a different angle to exploit this Lions defence. Still there, just about. Referee happy it's in play. Garcia gets it up off the bootlaces. Drop goal would win them the game. How difficult that would be to set it up. They're trying though. Garcia has his forwards on his shoulder. How many more carries? Well, that's slick handling. Prisciantelli to Jesse. Keeps in play. Trying to step Creel. Doesn't want to get held up or lose the ball. And what a set from the Lions. Another victory. They've done it here in Parma. And they've got the only try, but it's been all about their defence in this second 40 minutes. And Tina Spell teleport sum it all up. It's been a full grind, but it's been done.
Very hard graft by both teams. But ultimately, it's the Lions' patient defensive effort towards the end. That's the difference. And cruelly for your Jacopo Trulla, it's that defensive lapse that allowed Edward van der Merwe to score the try in the first half. And rightly so. Our URC player of the match, Franco Horn, captain from the Lions, leading from the front. Well-deserved victory.
Frankie Horn leads by example, player of the match, workmanlike, but his team have got the job done. Another away victory, 4 from 4 in this competition, and they march on to Leinster next week with a 10-9 victory. Thanks for listening.